Hello everyone. So in this video, Kanya and I Manan will explain to you that how the different sections of evidence law has its application in the movie Chair. The plot of the movie is very simple. It basically revolves around a group of friends who were former judges and lawyers, and thus they used to play a game of mock trial. Sameer Mehra, which is played by Imran Hashmi, lands up playing the same game with them. As he plays the game with them, he acts as an accused in the game. As the movie proceeds, it helps us to know that how the various evidences were used against Sameer Mehra and how these evidences helped to get him convicted. Now, I'll start dealing with different sections of evidence law which are applied in the movie. I'll start with section 5, that how the crime is deducted based on relevant facts and facts in issue. The following are the facts in issue. Did Sameer Mehra kill his boss? Did he had a motive to kill him? Did he act in commission of a crime with a guilty intention? Following are the relevant facts. Sameer's car was registered by the name of Natasha Oswal, and he too had a cigarette box on which it was written with love from NO. Natasha Oswal was wife of Sameer's boss, and she too used to call his husband as Khadus, and Sameer too didn't had any sympathy towards the death of his boss. In addition, there's another relevant fact. That is, the boss of Sameer Mehra, that is GS Oswal, was a workaholic and he never took a day off. But he was on a holiday for a time period of 1 month. Now, I'll help you to know that how the Section 8 of the Indian Evidence Act, that is, motive, preparation, and conduct, has its application in the movie. Let's start with the motive of the crime. Natasha Oswal and Sameer Mehra had different motive to kill GS Oswal. Natasha Oswal wanted to kill her husband so that she could acquire the property and fortune of GS Oswal. At the same time, Sameer Mehra was in love with Natasha Oswal, and Natasha made him believe that her husband GS Oswal used to torture her, which gave a motive to Sameer Mehra to kill his boss. Sameer too had another motive to kill his boss. He knew that the death of his boss will make him the new chairperson. Now, talking about the preparation of the crime. Natasha and Sameer both knew that GS Oswal was a heart patient and he suffered an heart attack a month ago. Natasha and Sameer planned to make a sensual video of themselves so that it would give a shock to GS Oswal. And they knew that it will be not enough to give him a heart attack. Therefore, they used potassium because the overdose of potassium kills a person.
Moreover, in this section, subsequent conduct by Natasha Oswal that how she promoted Sameer Mehra to the CEO job position is also relevant in this context of fact and issue. Now, Section 10 of the Indian Evidence Act, which talks about conspiracy, is also applies in this case. The alleged conspirators, Sameer Mehra and the Natasha Oswal, conspired to kill GS Oswal with the same intention but different motive. Like, Natasha Oswal wanted to kill her husband for his fortune and her boyfriend, and Sameer Mehra wanted to kill GS Oswal for his love and job post. Now, in this case, Section 24 and 30 of the Indian Evidence Act also plays a key role which talks about confession. Confession made by Sameer Mehra can be used against him and Natasha Oswal under Section 24 and 30 of the Indian Evidence Act. Confession made by Sameer Mehra is also recorded in CCTV camera which can be used against him as an evidence under Section 65B, which talks about admissibility of the electronic devices. Moreover, the video clip of Sameer Mehra and Natasha Oswal and the video recorded by Sameer Mehra of Natasha Oswal and her boyfriend, in which they admit all the things which helped them to get rid of GS Oswal, can be used against him under Section 65 of the Indian Evidence Act.